Lads, excellent, and I mean excellent news for the Indiana Fever.
Caitlin Clark has finally completed her first full-speed drill in 24 days, marking a major step in her return. From the looks of today's practice footage,
it looks like we got some interesting news. Caitlin Clark was back at practice today.
I think Caitlin Clark in practice clothes right there kind of provided some folks with some hope. It's like, okay, maybe she's about to come back, right?
What do a groin strain, 3 weeks of rehab, and a gym full of fans recording every move add up to? Possibly the biggest shakeup of the playoff picture yet. In the next 15 minutes, we're diving into a rapid-fire timeline of Caitlin Clark's injury and recovery, analyzing today's footage to show why she looks sharper than ever, and giving you the chance to vote. How many threes will Clark drop the moment she hits the court again? Stay tuned.
The WNBA have said her estimated return date is the 12th of August. I think that's probably a fair estimate.
Is she closer to a return?
Before we dive deep, here's the no-fluff timeline of Caitlin Clark's injury saga, just the key dates that shook the league. July 7th in Connecticut, Clark drops a perfect assist, then immediately grabs her right groin and the entire country holds its breath. July 8th to 12th, the news cycle floods with Mr. Is Ice packs and the dreaded day-to-day tag. July 14th, she skips the All-Star game in her own home arena, a clear sign the Fever medical staff isn't taking chances. July 22nd to 28th, 5 straight DNPs, each sparking endless slow-mo replays.
81, that's a lot of games, no injuries. Then, she missed some preseason games with what was announced as left leg tightness. Then she missed 5 regular season games with what was announced as left quad strain. Then she missed 5 more regular season games with what was announced as left groin. Now she has missed the last 2 games, regular season games, along with the 3-point shootout in the All-Star game in her house, Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, where she was reduced to being a coach/cheerleader. She's missed all that with what was announced as a right.
July 29th, 10:03 a.m. All eyes lock in as Clark steps onto the court, lacing up for her first full contact session. No rap, no limp, no hesitation, just business. In 30 seconds, the comeback story writes itself. Now it's time to break it down.
Caitlin Clark is in gear. She is in gear at practice, as that is super duper important. That is a big sign when it comes to Caitlin Clark. So she's had 3.5 weeks for what is an injury you can probably come back from after. Like a not even groin strain, like a 0 grade, like a grade 0 groin strain, a little bit of pain in my groin. Like that is an injury you can come back from after. That's an injury
you can come back from that kind of injury, and you know it the moment you replay the raw clip in half speed. 3 key things jump off the screen in a single stride. First, Clark's transition sprint. She covers the length of the key in under 1.5 seconds, perfectly matching her pre-injury combine numbers. Second, plant foot confidence. Watch her right leg during the hop step into a step back firm, stable, no hesitation. Third, no compensation. There's 0 limp, no bunny hop, and a full heel-to-toe transfer, crucial for groin rehab. That inside edge push-off, the ultimate test. She nails it, twice. Then there's the body language, chest up, shoulders loose, and a quick smile to Aaliyah Boston after draining her first triple. Athletes can't fake being pain-free. Caitlin's not hinting, she's declaring, "I'm good," and the clearest sign of all. Team trainer Dr. Alyssa Graves stands just 10 feet away. No stopwatch, no clipboard, no flinch. That silent.
As long as the Indiana Fever can thread water up until the 10th of August, they're fine. They're absolutely fine. Like the Indiana Fever are 13-12 right now. To make the playoffs, you probably need to be. You need 20. I would say 20 wins gets you into the playoffs. There's 8 teams in a 13-team league. 20 and 24 should statistically get you into the playoffs.
But visuals only tell part of the story. Let's pair the footage with hard data. According to Mayo Clinic and NBA groin strain protocols, a grade 1 strain typically calls for a 7 to 14-day recovery. Clark hit day 24 and looks 100%, which strongly suggests the Fever treated this more conservatively, likely a grade 2 micro tear managed with extra caution to avoid setbacks. The result, while other teams are managing late-season wear and tear, Indiana just brought back a fully recharged superstar, rested, rehabbed, and
In about 2 weeks, they'll be around 10 games out of a playoff run, and there's speculation that maybe she's going to take the time off, take a look at where the team is at for the playoffs, maybe in a week or two, and then make a determination. I mean, look, if something happens, and I mean, God forbid they lose 8 in a row and they're out of it. They're gone. Playoff hopes dashed, right? If that was to happen, then there ain't no point of her coming back.
Now let's talk about the supporting cast, because while the spotlight was fixed on the trainer's table, the rest of the Fever quietly leveled up. Sophie Cunningham went nuclear from deep, shooting an absurd 58% from 3 during Clark's absence. Defenses can't afford to sag off that corner anymore. Kelsey Mitchell reminded the league she's a certified bucket, capable of dropping 20 on any given night. Just ask the defending champs who felt her 21-piece. Natasha Howard kept the chemistry alive, averaging 8 rebounds per game, and holding down the locker room with a veteran presence you can't measure in stats. And Aaliyah Boston, quietly locking things down on the other end, ranking 9th in defensive win shares league-wide. Add in the under-the-radar 7-day signing of Chloe By, a floor-spacing forward who stretches defenses just enough to open lanes. And suddenly, this Fever offense looks like surround.
Stop playing games, Stephanie White. I hope you're not going to try to use these late season additions, the Ari McDonald's, the Chloe Bibbies, Caitlin Clark's injury. I hope you're not going to try to use this as an excuse for you not to make the playoffs. You need to make the playoffs, period. I don't want to hear none of these.
Coach Stephanie White has been cryptic but cautiously optimistic, repeating the same mantra, one day at a time. But if you translate that coach speak into actual scheduling, 2 dates jump off the calendar. August 9th versus Chicago. A home game, a soft defensive matchup, and a natural rivalry storyline. The atmosphere, electric. The risk, manageable. August 12th versus Dallas. A little more cushion, and even better. Dallas ranks bottom 3 in transition defense. For a player like Clark, that's the ideal rustbuster game. So why not?
So I would say she's going to ramp up and play a bit of 5v5 by maybe the 1st of August. And then it's going to be probably maybe another week. So they then play on Sunday against the Storm. I don't think she plays that one. They play Tuesday the 6th against the Sparks. It's an away game at 10 p.m. Eastern time. I don't see her playing that. I don't see her playing an away at 10 p.m. Eastern time game against the Mercury. I think her first game back is probably going to be either the 9th of August against the Sky or the 12th of August against the Wings. That would be my prediction. So, what's that? That's 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today.
And now, it's your turn. Comment, poll time. How many threes does Caitlin Clark hit in her first game back? 0 to 2. Shaking off the rust, 3 to 4. Business as usual, 5+. Statement game. Drop your pick in the comments. And tune in next episode to see if the hive mind got it right.
Do I think Caitlin Clark should take it as handy as possible? Of course. Take it as handy as possible. Go as slow as possible. Go at whatever speed you feel comfortable at, Caitlin. Take as much time as you need. Take more time than...
Do I think Caitlin Clark should take her time with this? Absolutely. Go at your own pace. Take it slow. Take it steady. Whatever feels right for you. There's no need to rush. Take as much time as you need to come back strong. Caitlin, let me know if you want it more emotional, motivational, or analytical.
Actually, as you probably know, won the Commissioner's Cup championship game without Caitlin Clark. So the leading vote getter in the All-Star game is, cold hard truth, having a terrible season so far. In fact, it has been so bad that sometimes I've wondered if maybe she took a few games off just to give herself a much-needed mental break.
Yeah, I think when the injury happened, it was pretty frustrating considering I knew what the coming days were going to hold for myself. But I feel like dealing with that and then also just trying to look at it in the most positive manner that I can and being a part of this. And, that wasn't going to be taken away from me.
Caitlin Clark's return isn't just a headline for the Fever. It's a calculated chess move across the entire NBA. According to Nielsen, national viewership jumps 18% when she's on the floor, leading to bigger ad buys and more revenue that benefits every franchise. On the court, her presence stretches defenses an extra 2 feet beyond the arc, creating space for cutters who've learned to thrive in her absence. Picture Aaliyah Boston sealing a smaller defender while the weak side help is stuck to Clark. 28 feet from the basket. That's an easy dump down in one. Her impact goes deeper still. With Clark, the Fever averaged 3.4 more possessions per game, which speeds up the pace and increases variance, a recipe for upsets when the playoffs arrive.
Back and watch the play on which she, according to the team, pulled her right groin. That came with 39 seconds left against Connecticut up in the Boston Celtics house. And the play just looks so routine to my eyes. There's no awkward slip or fall. She makes a sweet little feed to Kelsey Mitchell, breaking free down the baseline for a layup. No doubt Caitlin's the best passer in the W. But as she turns to trot back up court, she grabs her right groin. Then she goes and lightly bangs her head against the far stanchion in frustration. Then she goes to the bench and covers her head with a towel in abject frustration.
Now zoom out. Women's basketball is riding an unprecedented wave. Record-breaking merch sales, primetime TV slots, and serious expansion buzz in cities like Portland and the Bay. At the center of it all, whether you like it or not, is Caitlin Clark, her range, her swagger, and her ability to set social media on fire. Her healthy return doesn't just boost Indiana, it fortifies the entire league's momentum heading into the all-important playoff ratings window. And if the Fever string together a late-season surge, picture this, a first-round series featuring a rookie phenom squaring off against a super team of veterans. The storylines write themselves. Sponsors light up. Casual fans stay up late for West Coast tip-offs. Everyone eats. That's why 8 seconds of practice footage today means more than it seems. It could influence ad revenue, ticket resale prices, and maybe, just maybe, deliver the Fever's first playoff win in 8 years. So now it's your move. Tell us how many threes Clark splashes in her return. Drop your pick in the comments, smash, subscribe to support us. Hit the bell so YouTube actually lets you know when the next chapter drops. Ready to keep this Fever ride rolling? Tap right here, whatever's coming next, you won't want to miss it. I'll see you over there.